The lads want to enter that, don't they? I think they
do.
actually want to enter the competition. Now, starring two of the world's best comedians, tonight sees the return of the series that's put... No, I'm being honest. I love this show so much. The series that puts one-liners back into the heart of sitcom.
Yeah, once again, Tim Vine and Lee Mack are navigating their way through the assault course of life. And here's a quick look at why not going out is definitely a good reason to stay in tonight.
To undermine his confidence.
Lucy, give me some credit. I'm his best mate. I'll just offer words of encouragement. Good God, Ozzy Osbourne's been tangoed.
How did he find out about this?
It was on Radio 1. They did a big feature about it.
Did they? Very funny.
I'm sorry, Tim. What could I do? He found the ticket.
Oh, like Charlie and the Chocolate Factory. When did we get to meet Willy Wonka?
I don't know, but I think we've just met a 6-foot Oompa Loompa.
Nice guy liner.
Thank you.
You like a bit of guy liner, don't you?
I do. Whenever I sit in a makeup chair, I say a little bit of eyeliner, but keep it quiet.
I have to go in and have a quiet word and go, less. Less more. He likes quite a lot.
Now, Lee, you not only star in the show, but you are the main writing drive behind it as well, aren't you?
Yeah,
so...
there are other writers as well that help, but it's fair to say, have I just hit your microphone?
Yes, you have.
End of my TV career?
Over. Out.
Yes, so, yeah, I do a lot of the writing, so it's... I was up at 5 o'clock this morning, believe it or not. I really was.
Doing what?
Right, in the new series. We're doing Series 6 as well, so I was up...
Are you?
Yeah, I get up before my kids. That's how early I get up.
You write in your pyjamas. Talk us through what you wear.
I don't get dressed for days on end. This is the first time I've been dressed for,
Do you shower?
Oh, I don't... No, who showers nowadays? You don't shower, do you? I'm a bath man.
OK.
Every Sunday morning.
That's very old school.
I'm old school, yeah. Once a morning in the bath.
I quite like that.
Brussels sprouts in there, peel them.
And then does your wife come with, like, you know, a hot kettle just to top it up? Does
Yeah,
a bit of
that's
that
right. Stokes the fire.
Now, when you sat down to craft this sitcom, you kind of based it on yourself in your 20s when you were a bit of a sofa surfer, didn't really have roots anywhere and much of a living. And so how did you end up with the inspired casting of Tim?
Well, the original idea was we wanted a contrast with me. So we had a sort of city slicker, didn't we? We driving a Porsche, worked in the city. And we auditioned Tim, and he was perfect for it, but he didn't...
What are you saying? What are you saying about Tim's personality?
Didn't look hard enough.
So in the pilot, we had to shave his head, and he's got a stubble and a leather jacket.
Yeah.
Still
didn't look hard enough.
So we gave up with that and we said, let's make it a bit more... what would be the right word? Softer? Wetter?
Yeah,
No, I haven't finished yet.
Maybe... Oh, OK.
Harder.
So, yeah, no, we made him a bit more... We rewrote it around Tim rather than him trying to fit in with the character.
You see, I love this show. And the reason why I love this show is because you're not afraid of going for the gag. And I just think there's been so much stuff on TV which is sitcom, and it's more sit than com. And you guys, like, you are the world record holder for the most punchlines. You like... What?
Yeah, no, I only was briefly. But, yeah, I do lots of jokes, though, yeah. That's why I think it suits me to be in a show where I'm just being given gags.
But you guys, you know...
It's not King Lear, is it?
You've brought...
Hey, do you mind? It's a sort of
postmodern
King Lear.
I do apologise.
No, it's comedy's version of King Lear. Let's not have a row now.
No,
Did you guys know each other before this?
Yeah, well, we did a show together called The Sketch Show on ITV. That's when we first became contractually obliged to see each other regularly. That's why I like to call our friendship. Yeah. And then, so, yeah, we auditioned lots of people for the show. We couldn't find the right person, and I thought, I'll phone Tim. And actually, he couldn't have been any more indifferent. I phoned him up and said, we're auditioning, it's the last day, do you want to come in? BBC One sitcom. He went, all right. So I couldn't tell you how unbothered he was.
So hang on, so how does it work? Because if you're writing the gags, and obviously you're a comedy...
Telling some.
Yeah, you know, do you tell him that's not up to scratch, or how does it work?
I think I tell him his delivery is a bit of a problem.
Exactly.
Oh, really?
Well, there is no...
Are you turning into Martin Scorsese?
A little bit, yeah.
But there are occasional moments where you say, well, I wouldn't stress that word, you know. Once in a while, I sort of think to myself, well, I'd do it differently, but if he wants it done...
90% of the time, all right, but the problem we have is my stuff's a little bit bluer than Tim's.
No.
Oh, aye. Believe it or not. To be fair, Jimmy Cranky's more bluer than Tim. But,
so you don't even swear in your stand-up, do you?
Not really, no.
You keep it clean.
It's just very silly.
And yet, off camera, filthy.
Yeah,
Really?
I mean, yeah, terrible.
Unbelievable. But,
just like us.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say which is which.
So I will often have to try and... What I will do is I haven't told Tim this before, but we're on television, might as well tell him now. I'll always put in 5 rude jokes. when I only want one. So I'm compromising, getting rid of 4.
Yeah, that's clever.
Give it away now.
It always works, that, yeah.
It always works. All right, you can get rid of the first 4 then. I never wanted them in the first place.
You know who I'm looking forward to seeing return this series is Bobby Ball as your dad.
Bobby Ball. He's great,
a great actor, Bobby Ball,
He is good, isn't he? And when he
Yeah.
came in to read for our show, he said he'd never read for anything in his life. He's never been asked to go for any sort of auditions or anything, so...
So is Tim going to get a dad in the show? Is there going to be...
Well, the obvious one would be Tommy
dad.
Cannon, wouldn't it? No,
Tommy,
Tim,
what do you think? Cannon, that'd be great.
Tim's actually had 2 dads on the show. We've had 2 different actors.
Timothy West.
Timothy West and Jeffrey Whitehead both playing Tim's father. So,
So, what, 2 different actors? Is this some type of Neighbours thing that you're trying
it was
to say?
that, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, we didn't do a storyline where we found out he's got a different dad. That would be too complicated.
No, it was like Dallas, just one day it was a different actor, no one mentions it.
I think
Basically,
that works.
what we're saying is on our show, people are easily replaceable.
I guess that's so.
Oh,
That's showbiz.
speaking like a true writer.
Now, the show's back on tonight. What time?
That's a good question. What's that? 9:30.
9:30.
9:30.
9:30, BBC One. And you're already in the process of getting the next one together.
Yes, we've been very lucky that we got recommissioned before this one, so we're trying to get ahead of the game. He says, feeling stressed already. Ahead of the game. I've written Scene 1, Episode 1. That's all I've written.
Don't tell them that.
I'm well ahead of the game. If anyone's watching the BBC, I'm well ahead of the game. Don't worry.
Well, best of luck with this run, and thank you both very much for coming in.
Thank you.
Cheers, lads.